Okay, cool. So I'm gonna use this as a practice. So what we got here is we're screen mirroring something, and let's talk about why people get the results that they don't want. Why are people overweight when they want to be lean? It all starts off with this figure right here. Oh man, I love that I can express this now. Okay, so I want this stick figure to represent this is who we are. This is everybody. Okay, I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out. So the this part of your mind, this part of you is your mind. Okay, this part of you are your antenna. They're your senses. Okay, and then this part of you is your body. Okay, I'm going to tell you why that matters in a second here, but just hear me out. So these guys right here are connected to your environment. So your home, right? Um, your school, right? Your TV, right? Your iPhone, this video or any video for that matter. So all of this and for all of these things are always going in to your mind through your senses, through what you can hear. Here, let me erase some stuff. Okay. So your senses through what you can hear, what you can see, what you can smell, what you can taste, and what you can touch. That's all information that goes into your mind. Okay. Let me go ahead and delete that and go back to here. Okay. And I should make a bigger representation. This is really what it's like, actually, right there. Little antenna, right? Oh, what you can hear, what you can see, what you can smell, what you can taste, and what you can touch. Right. And in reality, it's kind of like that. It's probably even more so. Right. So this part of your mind, this is your mind. You got two parts. You got your conscious mind and you got your subconscious mind. Okay. And we think that our conscious mind is in control. We think that that part of us is um, that part of us will we think, right? We read stuff, we learn in school. You're hearing this information is going to your conscious mind. And we think that because we know now we'll do better in life. Now, that's not always the case because knowing and doing, if I can show you more clearly, knowing and doing is there. So there's knowing and this is doing. Okay. It's important to know what you know lives in here, and what you do is connected to your body and causes you to do. So what you feel in your subconscious is your emotion, love or fear, faith or fear. And that sends a vibration into your body. Okay. What we want to do is understand that this part of you is the most important part, not this. Although it's necessary, we need it. Why? Because within our subconscious mind, we have a thing called our paradigm. And in a paradigm is our habits and our beliefs. And those are what cause our body to feel vibrations. And those vibrations are what cause us to move, to do it, or move to not do it, to get sidetracked by something else. So when you look at people who say exercising is really hard, right? I don't like to exercise, but they want to lose weight. Or they're totally against eating healthy. They don't want to eat healthy, but they want to be healthy. Why are they having so much disconnect from what they know, what they want, and what they feel in their heart? Is because when they were little, they grew up with people telling them and them always hearing things and seeing things from their environment that said, it's hard to lose weight. It's hard for it to be easy. To be healthy. It's hard to eat right. Or I've always been the fat kid, or I've always done this, or I always done that. And we got to know is that program was at one point put into their life without them even knowing it. And it went into your conscious mind and you saw it, right? Because it goes through the senses and it goes into your thinking mind and you interpret it. But when you're very little, when you're less than 7 years old and less, you don't have the ability to reject that information. Like if I were to tell you this right now and you don't believe it, you're probably rejecting it. But if you allow to accept what I'm telling you, you'll understand that the things that are in your subconscious mind were either put there by you or by somebody else. And it's usually the fact that it's by somebody else. And that is why we have something called ambivalence, where in our conscious mind, we want something, right? In our conscious mind, we want, let's say, to be healthy. But in our subconscious mind, we say that we can't because it's too hard or whatever. There's so many different beliefs that we can have in our subconscious. But we have to know that whatever is here is what manifests out there, not here. That's why when we say speak things into existence, it's not a matter of speaking it once and then going back to your daily life and say, oh man, my life sucks and this and this. It's a matter of speaking and thinking from there. Because look, remember when we talked about the formula, thoughts plus feelings plus actions equals results? Remember that? Well, it's not about what we say once, but it's what we repeat in our mind, and it's what we feel in our heart that causes us to act. And when we speak things into existence, we are acting. That is an action. But if you have a thought, right? If you have a thought and then you have a feeling, let me do that again. Okay, you have a thought and you have a feeling and then you have an action, you're probably going to have a tiny little result that's in harmony with this thought. However, if at one moment you're thinking like that, but in the next moment you're having thoughts of why you can't, and then you have this feeling of, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, what I'm saying is not really true, then you're not going to do the action and you're going to have the same result or a worse result, right? It's a matter of staying in harmony and thinking from that point of view the whole time and making that a daily habit is when things begin to change. When we're going from here to here, and then we're playing back and we're going forth and we're going back, that's why we never manifest the results that we want. We got to change those. And I like the saying, how I'm going to draw this sideways. It's very hard, and I learned this through racquetball when I used to compete. When I was in the game, right? When I was in the game, I would play racquetball, right? And right. So there's two points of views to look at something. Let's just imagine that this right here is a racquetball court. Okay. If you don't know what racquetball is, you can Google it. But let's just say, your racquetball court and you're hitting the ball against the front wall, right? Boom, boom. And you see a player there hitting the ball, and there's another player there hitting the ball, right? You're seeing that they're both hitting the ball against it. So this is perspective 1. Okay. Now I want you to look at it on this point of view now, because there's more than one point of view. When you are seeing the front wall like this, and you can see your opponent hitting the ball, right? Let's look at these lines. And I'm right there. I can't see myself. I can't even see the back wall. I can't even see what's behind me. I'm in there. I'm in that match, right? I see this person right here. I see that he hit the ball, but I can't see the people who are behind me. Whereas over here, I can see this person's watching, this person's watching, this person watching. I could see everything. But here, when I'm in it, I don't see everything. This is important because when I was playing ball, people tell me, why didn't you do this? Well, they didn't see what I was going through when I was here. They didn't see that. They didn't see that I was off balance, and I did try to go to the right, but because I was off balance, I hit the ball, tried going to the right, and ended up going to the left. The person over here said, why didn't you go to the right? And I'm saying, I did, but I ended up going left because I was off balance. Yeah, I know, but you could have gone right. You see how there's like imbalance? Well, that's what's happening when we change your thoughts. When in one moment we're thinking, when in one moment, let me go ahead and let me just delete everything. In one moment, we're having thoughts, feelings, actions of success, and then in the next moment, we're having a different perspective of why we can't have success. And we're always playing left and right, left and right. When we can pull ourselves out of the game and see and observe what's happening, it'll be way easier. But see, here's the thing. When we're in the game, we can't say time out, time out. Like, let me pull myself out of the game and watch what's going on. I can't do that. That's why I had a coach, so he can see the things that I didn't see. And that's why True Thought is here, because we're here to be your coach. So that way you can stop playing this game of ambivalence, of left and right, of yes and do it, don't do it. And we can keep you and remind you and to give you the strategies to stay on that side of, I'm going to pull myself out. I'm going to observe what I'm doing, and I'm going to change my thoughts, feelings, and actions. Easier said than done. That's the point of a coach. So I hope this helps. It's important to be very focused on what it is that you want, and to stay there, So if this helps, I really am happy, and it's a pleasure to do this with you. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment or send us a direct message. This is Coach J-Ro with True Thought Movement, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.